Hey, I'm John Cannell. Today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making a quick and easy, super creamy hummus. So let's get started. The best way to cook your hummus is going to be from chickpeas you cook at home. But if you want to use canned chickpeas, I have a great hack for you. The problem with canned chickpeas is they've been cooked, but they still have those tough, fibrous skins on the outside of the peas. So we're going to help dislodge those and make a delicious, creamy hummus. Open your can, and we're going to drain and rinse these guys. Pop these into a small pot. This step is totally optional. If you want to skip it, skip ahead to the mark below. Your hummus will still be delicious, just slightly less creamy. That chickpea water is called aquafaba, and if you want, you can reserve it to use in a ton of different recipes. It adds fluffiness and structure. You could whip it up like a meringue, use it in pancakes or pizza dough, the list goes on. However, I'm not doing that today. Now we're gonna cover this with 2 inches of water and simmer for 20 minutes until the skin starts floating. Then we can scoop all that skin off and have only those tender chickpeas left. All those skins have come to the top and they could be discarded. They're just not very soft, so they don't break up in the food processor. Now we can drain and rinse our chickpeas, grab our food processor, and get to work. To the bowl of my food processor, I'm adding my drained chickpeas. I'm also gonna add a 1/4 cup of smooth tahini, but make sure you mix it really well. It definitely separates just like natural peanut butter, and you don't wanna have too much oil or not enough, so give it a nice mix. Tahini says sesame seeds, and it gives you a lovely flavor. By the way, if you're wondering like, oh, why don't we just cook the chickpeas at home? You definitely could. It just makes this a plan ahead recipe because to cook chickpeas, it's 3 to 4 hours on high or 6 to 8 hours on low. My mom always prefers to cook them on low, which means you're gonna make that a day ahead, basically. Hummus actually originated in ancient Egypt and spread throughout the Mediterranean. Is popular worldwide because it's such a delicious snack. It goes with everything. And there's tons of variety too. This is gonna be your blank canvas hummus. You can add anything to it. It's delicious as is, but it's a totally amazing vehicle for different flavors. And now I need 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. So let's squeeze that into a bowl. And by the way, if you like my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes every single week, lots of shorts, and always something delicious on the horizon. Add that lemon juice in. 1, 2, and 3. I'm actually gonna add 4 in. There we go. For some extra flavor, I'm adding a clove of garlic. You could add more than 1 clove. You could roast the garlic. And really, you could add so many different flavors in here. 1 nice clove. For some contrast, I'm adding half a teaspoon of salt. You could add more if you like it extra salty. And half a teaspoon of cumin. When I was in my 20s, my go-to appetizer whenever I had people over was hummus, and I would make a batch from scratch, but I would add in like 2 to 3 jalapeños and a giant fistful of cilantro. So good. Just add it in the food processor, kind of towards the end. It'll chop up into little pieces and be spicy and amazing. Any herb will work well in this though. Get it started and let the food processor do the work. Your mixer is gonna be working for a while, so you can walk away and come back or keep an eye on it, it's up to you. You do wanna have some ice water on hand because we'll be drizzling in 2 tablespoons in a few minutes. And by the way, if you're wondering where the word hummus comes from, it means chickpea in Arabic. This is a great time to scrape the bowl down because it's looking fairly smooth, but there's nonsense all up on this bowl. So pat it down. This is actually a great science lesson because even though all my ingredients were cold, after this is done, the hummus itself is gonna be warm from all the kinetic energy of that blade moving in the food processor. My hummus looks fairly smooth, so it's time to add in about 2 tablespoons of ice water. The ice water is gonna help the ingredients emulsify, and we're adding water in the first place because the hummus is pretty thick right now. If you wanted to, you could add more lemon juice for a really lemony kick though. 1 and 2. I'm gonna let the food processor run for about 5 minutes. It might seem like a lot, but you want that hummus to be so nice and creamy. While your processor is running, think about whether you want this plain, if you want to divide it in batches and add extra flavors, or if you want to like scavenge the fridge for inspiration. The world is your oyster. If you want more hummus, just double or triple this recipe. It is so easy as long as your food processor can handle the extra ingredients. 3 minutes in, you're gonna wanna scrape the bowl down. Just tamp everything down. You can also look right in the middle and scooch away any liquid if there's a little pool there. Add in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Let this mixer run, and you're gonna notice it is actually pretty warm. All that kinetic energy. And just like that, our hummus is done. Now it's ready to garnish. Paprika, sumac, sitar, roasted pine nuts, roasted garlic, more chickpeas. There are so many different types of garnishes you can do, and it's really whatever flavors you'd like to use. It really comes down to what you have on hand and what flavors you want to use. Today I'm keeping it simple with some minced parsley and paprika. If stored in an airtight container, your hummus will last for up to a week in the fridge. You could use it in dips and spreads. It's great in falafels, and it's honestly delicious by the spoonful. Garnish with a really nice olive oil and a sprinkle of paprika or sumac. Your hummus is officially ready to enjoy. Creamy and substantial with a lovely kiss of lemon and garlic. It is just about perfect. I hope you get a chance to make this recipe, and if you like this video, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to check out my side dish playlist.